姉様ここは任せてソニックブレードライオットスパー
We are already used to main characters being trampled on by Truck-kun, thinking they are done for, only to be reborn into another body and another time entirely. Oh, not to mention another world. For today, we will be talking about the top 10 anime where the adults reincarnate as children, with overpowered powers of course. So, before we start, be sure to like, subscribe, and press on that bell icon to keep yourself notified of all our latest new content. And before getting into our main list, I will just give an honorable mention to Kenja no Mago, since it didn't make it into the list, but we have talked about it in other lists, so if you're interested, go ahead and check out those videos. Anyways, less rant, more rating. Let's get right into it! Coming in at number 10 is The Eighth Son? Are you kidding me? 25-year-old main character passes away of overworking and being exploited at his job only to wake up as if he took a nap to find himself in the body of a 6-year-old. The body of a 6-year-old boy by the name of Wendelin von Benno Baumeister, the 8th son of a poor, noble family. Retaining memories of his past life as Shingo, he understands clearly their dire financial situation, and he's prepared to anything about it to change their poor status. And just like any other main character that reincarnates, he discovers that in this world, magic does exist, and that he actually has a high aptitude to it, which will definitely prove useful in his quest to gain wealth and support his family. Coming in at number 9 is The Faraway Paladin. This is one of those shows that got easily overlooked due to just how much good isekai shows were released in that same season. Don't get me wrong though, this show is good as it is, but some shows outshine it just a little bit. That's why it's at our number 9 on this list, and even though the premise of reincarnating and being raised by 3 undead beings seems promising, the character was just bland. It didn't add much to the story. The same can't be said about his guardians though. They are fun, each with his own personality and aspirations, and it's easy to relate to them. Overall, this anime is kinda nice if you have time on your hands, so please do check it out. Coming in at number 8 is The Greatest Demon Lord is Reborn as a typical nobody. I swear, for a moment I thought this was going to be a misfit of Demon King Academy copycat. I mean, it's only been 3 episodes, but so far everything is just so damn similar. It's either that or I've just watched too many damned isekais. I can't tell the difference anymore. The plot is somewhat straightforward. The Demon King, worshipped and respected by many, grew bored and weary of his status and loneliness. So, he decides to reincarnate into the future in his body of Ard Meteor with average magical skills. However, what is average to him is actually called lost skills in this age. And just as the word says, they are skills that were lost to time. And people just got weaker with every generation after his reincarnation. But as they say, so far, so good. I've watched the first 3 episodes and I am waiting for the rest to come out. Let's hope they don't botch it though. Coming in at number 7 is By the Grace of the Gods. Personally, I loved the show more than I should have, and even though it has an okay rating, as far as I can say, this show is actually so underrated, and watching it was just too damn fun. I bet it has that low rating since it's more on the wholesome side of things rather than being a typical hack and slash defeat the Demon Lord get the girl kind of deal. But it sure has its moments. Nothing major to call an actual battle. Ryoma is just here to enjoy his life thanks to his parental figures, gods, and have a nice life opposed to a long life of corporate exploitation and long working hours. A life of misery indeed. That is why when he was reincarnated, he just wanted to have fun and relax, taming slimes and learning magic. Boy, that's a whole ass mood.
これから始まるのはお主の新しい人生じゃ。
自分に正直に生きるといいよ。
正直に。
Coming in at number 6 is Serei Gensouki, Spirit Chronicles. Well, this one is kinda tricky since he did die and all that, and even got reincarnated in another body, but he didn't take control of that body. He rather shared it with its owner Ryo. Once he reincarnated, he gained magical powers. However, his hate and thirst for revenge for the people who killed his mother wasn't overwritten by Haruto Amakawa. It actually gave him the means to exact it. Ryo then miraculously stumbles on the princess kidnappers, beats them, and earns her favor as well as the king's favor, ending up to join the prestigious Bertram Royal Academy to further develop his skills. Coming in at number 5 is Knights and Magic. Man, this guy hit the frickin' jackpot on his reincarnation destination. He used to be an otaku from Japan that had an undying passion for Gundams, only to hit the jackpot and reincarnate in a world where he's actually able to pilot a Gundam. Called Silhouette Knights in this world to battle against the monsters threatening his new world. His new persona or body is short in stature and somewhat feminine, which gave him some self-esteem issues. However, his bravery is no joke, especially when he puts himself all on his own against a behemoth. This guy is usually quiet and calm, but if you even mention Silhouette Knights in front of him, you will unleash a chatterbox that won't shut up about him. He even skips classes to attend Silhouette Knight classes in hopes of learning as much as he can about those magnificent machines and creating his own one day.
ここは任せてソニックブレイドライオットスパー
よし、お前の名前は
アノス・ボルディゴードだ。
Coming in at number 4 is the misfit of the Demon King Academy. Well, he did reincarnate and was a baby for like, what, a day or two, so I guess that's a pass? Anos Voldigod is definitely without question one of the strongest anime characters in existence. He is up there with Rimuru Tempest and Akutosai. Thanks to his plethora of abilities, he grew weary of the war between the three races eons ago, and decided to end it by splitting the worlds and sacrificing his life in the process, only to reincarnate eons after those events to discover that he was all but erased from history and memories of his people and replaced by some deceiver. Even his most trusted advisors once didn't remember him. Now, he will build his power, and find out what exactly happened in his absence to be forgotten and erased from memory. Coming in at number 3 is the world's finest assassin gets reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat. It was a close call between this one and Misfit of Demon King Academy, but it just managed to outrate it. And I gotta say, I haven't watched this show yet, but from what my friends have been telling me about it so far, is that I shouldn't miss it, and make it a priority on my endless to watch list. This is the story of the world's greatest assassin. In our world, after completing a job, he was ambushed and betrayed by his benefactor, and killed, reincarnating as an aristocrat. But, while retaining all his combat skills from his previous life, imagine what kind of deadly combo this guy can cook up for you with his assassin skills alone. without even the need to use magic. I bet he is a force to be feared. Coming in at number 2 is Saga of Tanya the Evil. Of course, the list of reincarnations won't be one without mentioning our lovely too angry to die and wants to watch the world burn lolly. This character's death wasn't an accident. He was killed by a god that spoke to him moments before his death while freezing time, and even then, he didn't accept his existence. So, God decided to have some fun with him, cause why the heck not? That was how this man was killed by a train and reincarnated as a baby girl in an orphanage. This girl then went out to become one hell of a ruthless magical warrior whose mere name summons fear into the hearts of men, ally and foe, all the same. And if that wasn't enough, her freaking Kamehameha shooting rifle should suffice.
我が祖国の敵を打ち滅ぼす力を与えたまえ。スプラッシュフロー。
And number 1 goes to Mushoku Tensei. It's true that this one is number 1, but we have made a long, extensive video about this one explaining it mostly, so that's why things here will be brief. I will also place the link to the Mushoku Tensei video in the comments for you to check it out. It's a really great video, if I do say so myself. This anime caught everyone off guard at how good it is, and just how deserving of praise it is. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. This anime will define how isekais are made for the next 20 years. Isekai authors, you better take notes and learn how to actually create a cool-looking, aesthetically amazing plot with cool side characters in the anime. Every moment matters in the show, and every character as well. Rudeus reincarnates from a nameless bum into a baby in this new world and discovers his aptitude for magic powers, seeing that his parents assign him a teacher to lead him in the right direction with his spells. One thing leads to another, and Rudeus himself becomes the teacher of his distant cousin, marking the beginning of his isekai tale. It is simple, straightforward, well-paced, and a definite must-watch. I hope you guys enjoyed this video just as much as I had fun making it for you. I would appreciate it if you guys would like, subscribe, share, comment, and press on that bell icon to keep yourself notified of all our latest new content. And, as for now, I'll catch you later. See you in the next one.